Well, hello, this is Gmodism Total Nerdy Channel, back with some basic tutorials of how to make some weapons in Garry's mod with no mods required or anything like that. Because, well, it can be fun also, and if you're new to Garry's mod, it's of course best to build with building with no other things, even though later on you should really get wire mod. Well, let's begin right away. And we will make a very simple multi-rack missile launcher. Like that. Spawn 4 of the second shortest barrel construction. Or actually take 5, because they add up so good in a team like that. And we should align them in a compact manner, like this, as you see here. And don't forget that you can use Shift E to align them straightly, like this. Aha! Perfect! Now we need to select a base prop, and well, when you make missiles, you can make your structure much more light than when you make a cannon, for example. So now there are very many blocks, and I guess, well, we just have to try some of them out to see which should be able to work best. But I think maybe this block will be quite good. Oh well, take your no collide tool. This is GB Radial. Check my reviews of add-ons and stuff if you want to have that for yourself, but no collide is of course available in the regular menu. Left click to the base and each of these barrels. Make sure to not right click, because we will need it to have collisions with the other stuff. And now we can see they are no collided, which is very good. Well, we should align this up in a roughly position we like to have it, somewhere around there maybe. Should be good. And then of course we do and take our weld tool, and we will left click on each these barrels. The base plate, well, it doesn't matter if you do them twice. Alright, so this should be our main little rack here, which will be where we launch them from. Now, what we would like to have now is maybe building the missiles themselves. This will be a construction that's, as usual with missiles, very hard to reload. But we will spawn 5 barrels. Then we will go to the thrusters. Oh, there they are. Select this model, it's very cool. Effect, I recommend smoke and steam low. Have maximum force and make sure that well, activate when damaged. Might be better to, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Put one down on each of these barrels. Oops, I accidentally lifted it up. And no, now I do wrong. Because of course we will not fire them on the same button. That should be no button. Forward 1. I use my numpad 1. Like that. And 2, you see where I'm getting at. 3, because we will not want them to be fired simultaneously. 4. And there. And then we have the last one for this rack is 5. Oops, I lifted that one up, like that. Now, just load them up, like that. And the number 2 we can see here, like that. Well, you get it. All right. Now this looks not very cool. So we will of course select a material of your choice. I want to go with this one. So we just strap on everything to make it look a bit more nice. Then I will want the barrels to have this color. Now, as you understand, this is very vulnerable to attack, and that we need to solve. So what we will going to do is we will go to the specialized and let's find a good cover. Maybe this one. Oops, wrong tool. So we will freeze all of them here, like there, and they are frozen. And we can see that this cover works perfectly. Then we will add this cover and put it and freeze it in front of every barrel. And I threw up the red material and pasted it on this one too. And also you will make sure that none of them are overlapping, because that would not be good. Oh, so fixing a cover and all, I realized a small noob problem with, well, the missiles themselves. Our little short-range missiles missed the setting. You will want to have toggle kept, otherwise you will need to hold your fire button until they are, well, basically have hit their target. But if you use toggle, you can instead make them run until, well, basically they will hit the target. And then I accidentally activated one. Alright, so when they are all set up on different buttons and all, we can begin installing them again inside this little launcher thing. And, well, you do know how to do that, so I will be checking back in some seconds. So, well installed, we will do something to make the dupe, because we want to duplicate it, understand things. So we will freeze the parts, and then we will actually take our weld tool. Set your force limit of the weld to 1000, and, well, force weld all the barrels to, or the missiles to the barrel, or the launch thing. Then we can set the force weld to 2000. We will then take our little coverings so that basically handguns can't ignite our missiles. And after that we will weld them also to the barrel. Or a better term is actually missile tube, when I come to think of it. Now remember that your missiles are not safe from explosive fire, even though they are safe from handgun fire. Now when we right click on this one and left click on this one, we can see that we have all the small barrels in here with their thrusters on, and it should be working fine. So now that we have duped it, we can try it and see if it works also. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Isn't that fun? We made ourselves a nice missile launcher. Duplicator. We will of course go to dupes and we will save the dupe. And here we have it, there in our menu. Isn't that nice? Now we can paste it down again anywhere and anytime we want. And we might actually make the covers welds a strength of maybe 3000 or something, because if we move this too violently, then, well, if you shift E when moving around, you will completely wreck it, just so you know. So when using force weld stuffs, you kind of need to be rather careful. But if you are rather careful, then there is no problem at all. Well, that's how to make a rack missile launcher, short-range missile launcher maybe, is better. So, well, it's dumbfire, but you could have guessed. If you want to make seeking missiles, that's possible, but that's more advanced and you need wire mod. Anyways, I say thank you very much for watching. This is Gmodism Total Nerdery channel signing out.